What's up, everybody? Just wanted to give you guys an update. Y'all got to see the seats being done the other day. So now we're back on to the build off. Going back downstairs. So I want to show you guys, because it's, as usual, it's hard to hold the phone while I build the bike. I want to give a big shout out, big thank you to my buddy Donald. But we're back on the build off, so I want to give you guys some progress on my build off bikes. Let me switch this camera around and show you guys. Alright, so here's the bike. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's the paint job. I want to give a big shout out to Robert Clark for doing a killer job. We got the Muno. What's up, Bruno? Got the motor and the transmission setting in loosely in place. We're waiting on some more parts to come back from paint. We got the front end assembled and put on right there. We're still waiting on a couple parts, the caps. Got all the wiring harness that we got to put in. I don't know if you guys have ever done wiring harnesses, but man, it's gonna be hard. We got set up. It's not in place yet. We don't have it totally done, but we did that so we could check some stuff out. Want to give a big shout out to Warren Vesley for hooking me up and getting me the parts I needed for the clutch and everything. But yeah, here I'll show you guys some more of the paint job close. Robert Clark really kicked ass on this paint job, man. It looks like it's extremely deep. It's red and copper. I don't know if you guys can see that very good, but I wanted to do, the bike's called the Rockstar, but I didn't want to do your standard KISS guys on the paint job, and it's freezing up for some reason. Sorry, guys. But so he just took the guys and he turned them women. I'm sorry, the reception is crappy for some reason. But there's Paul Stanley, but in version. I'm sorry it's kicking like this. It's locking up like it is. But part of the tribute portion of the bike is for my dad, his initials, CL, for Clarence Lamar. And then for my dad that raised me, my stepfather, his birth year, which is 46. Anyway, I mean, those two things really get to me. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys, we're back at it. We're going to be having, there's my exhaust. And just to give you guys a little view of the front fork legs, I'm going to do this to the front fork legs. There's no one holding it, so I'm going to have to hold it myself. So we did this to the front fork legs. We painted the chrome cap also, so that it looks like it's just a piece going straight through it. Anyway, I think it's going to look really, really good. I think it's going to look really, really good. So, as you guys know, we still got the motor mounts getting painted. We got the primary portions that are getting painted. We got the gas tank. We got the handlebars, the wheels. Yes, Katie, this one has to be ready for the rally because this is the build-off bike. So I should be down there. You guys got to come down Saturday to the seawall, right there where the main stage is, between 20th and 21st Street. At the main stage, we should have a booth right there somewhere. Thanks, Don. I appreciate it. There's so many little details of the bike that I'm at a standstill right now, but I will show y'all this. Showed y'all I did the seats for the bike already, but I don't have them covered, installed, but this is the seats. So tell me if y'all think this looks good and matches the bike right. Hold on. Why won't you go on there? see why it won't go on. Hold on. Here we go. Like I said, I don't have the seat covers installed, but there's the seat cover I did for the bike. I think it matches pretty damn good, if you want my opinion. Once I get it all, you know, put in place, glued down, and everything, I think it's going to look real, real good on the bike. But it, you know, like I said, it's not installed yet. It's just the loose cover sitting on it. But just to show y'all, I hand made the seat and hand shaped it to fit my body. I think it's going to be real nice. But anyway, so what do you guys think? Let me know what y'all think. Damn seat guys, right? Can't get our shit done. But it's pretty cool. I like it, and I think you guys are really going to like it once we get the wheels on it and we get everything tied in together. I'll show y'all. I'm running a hydraulic clutch and stuff. So I had custom cables made. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but they're copper cables. And this company right here, Magnum Shielding, man, those guys are awesome. MagnumShielding.com. They were not donated. I paid out my butthole for these things, man. They were almost $400 for 4 cables to get made. But it's little things like that, I think, that are going to make the difference. So what do you guys think about it? Let me know if y'all dig it as much as I do. I think it's going to be really a kick-ass looking bike when it's all said and done with. Anyway, so I wanted to give y'all an update. So I want to give you guys an update. I've only got until, another week? I've got exactly 2 weeks before I have to have this bike completely finished and running. There's quite a lot, as you can see, to get this bike finished out. It's just crazy. Check out my shirt my buddy Troy made me. He did the name backwards so that whenever you look at it, you read it correctly on the screen. But yeah, I like the bike. It was a big gamble with the colors because everybody was like, man, red and copper, I don't think that's going to go together. But I actually think it looks really, really good together. I think it's very classy looking. And as far as choppers go, I think this thing's going to be a beast. I think it's going to be really badass when it's finished. I'm going to switch around again so you guys can look at the bike instead of me. But let me check this out. Let me show y'all something that I think is really, really cool. Just to let y'all know, that's my entire wiring harness for the whole bike. Got to put that in. But check this out. So everybody likes kick-ass tail lights on bikes. Well, this is my tail light, my brake light, my turn signal, and my running light is right there in the frame. That's it. There's one on each side of the bike. But that's it. That's my run, brake, and turn. Yes, the tank is done, but he's still got it. He's finishing up some other parts. And as soon as he gets those parts done, he's coming. I want to say he's coming over Thursday night, is what he said. Sorry, I'm out of breath, man. I've been working my butt off. He's coming over Thursday night to drop all the rest of the parts off, possibly Friday. And when he does, it's assholes and elbows from there on out. Boston Red Sox. They're actually whooping up on the Astros right now, man. I hope we pull it out. But anyway, so what do you guys think, man? Let me know. You like it, Art, still? You think I'm doing a pretty good paint job on there and color combinations and stuff? Dude, this bike is killer. No, they're smoked gray on purpose. I like that gray look to tie in with all the dark airbrushing on the fenders and stuff, so that's why I got them in smoke gray. But I dig that, Don. That would look kind of cool if they were clear candy. The game's already over. We lost. But anyway, I wanted to show y'all, dude, this is really a huge undertaking. I actually built the bike and got it done, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed because it's up to just hard work and getting the thing together now. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it. Couple little things. Yeah, that it's true, man. This is my forever bike. I'll be riding this bike forever. And at the show, depending on who wins, loses, is irrelevant to me. I'm just glad that I'm a part of it, and I can't wait for the next group of guys to build and be in their build off. I really want to see other builders bring some stuff to the table. I think that would be just badass. But you know, I think for my first full frame up build, I think I did a pretty good job putting my vision down and getting everything together. One of my favorite parts about this bike is this little tiny thing that I did. And you know, because me and my wife were gonna ride this bike, but just like my rear peg mounts, you know, I hand cut those. They weren't water jetted or laser jetted. I mean, I hand made these. I cut them out of 3/8 inch carbon steel, countersunk it in the back. And that way we'll have rear pegs for my wife to ride with me. It's got a 5-quart integrated oil tank built into the frame of the bike. A custom riding lawnmower. I've got full axle block covers right here that'll take up this whole area here. That I think they're going to look really freaking cool on there because there's just solid big old monster piece of chrome sitting back there. Whew. But yeah, man, so I'm pretty happy. I like the color. The color came out really good. In person, it looks more of a burgundy color, but it's you know, we're not out in the sunlight either. I think once it's out in the sunlight, man, this thing is just going to shine. Just for those that don't know, whenever it comes time, check this out. I actually had him do Rockstar on the down tube. You can barely even see it though. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Art. But there's just little things I did to the bike that just made it real personal. That right there is probably one of the biggest things on this bike, even though it's just a simple 46. My dad had that tattooed on his hand, and when he passed away, I couldn't find a way to tribute it, so I just put the number 46 on there. So my dad's always riding with me. But anyway, I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. I can't wait till it's completely finished. I can't wait to see it with the gas tank on it. I think this thing's gonna look so badass with the gas tank on it and the handlebars and the wheels. Oh, I think it's gonna be kick-ass. But I'm waiting for chrome, so that's why I'm kind of at a standstill right now. So I'm probably going to call it a night here in just a minute and go in there and spend some time with the wife and kids. Don, the bars are painted. I didn't do any powder coat on the bike. I did full paint on everything. But I will say this. I painted the wheels. I painted the forks. I painted the handlebars. I painted some of the primary. But I think when you see how everything goes together, you'll understand why I painted and I didn't powder coat. Cool, brother. But yeah, so hopefully this weekend I'll have the wheels put in place. I'll have the primary finished up, and then it's just on to just a whole bunch of wiring. And so I've got to have, I mean, think about this. I've got to have a complete bike from where it sits right now. It's got to be done in 2 weeks, along with a full-time job. So I'm just, I'm scared. I'm nervous because I mean, I can't. There's no way me starting the grind, starting the biker build off, be the first lop. You know, this ain't Monster Garage. I'm not going to blow this thing up if I can't get it running. I'm sorry, Art's clicking and sending messages, but I'm just. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what you think. I mean, I did this for everybody, not just myself. I did this to prove A, that I could build a bike to myself, not to anybody else, but B, to bring this community together a little bit better. And I'll tell you what, man, I have really found out over the last 90 days, or actually it hasn't been 90, it's only about like 70 days, the last 2.5 months, I have really found out who my friends are and who the, I'm not going to say not friends, but who the acquaintances are. You know, people like, you know, Brian Barber. I didn't know that cat from Adam before the grind show, and he stood up, he donated $500 towards parts and stuff, and I mean, I'll never be able to thank him enough for that. I mean, $500 is not a lot of money in life, but to me, that $500 could have been 5 million because it made that big a difference to me. But it's not really the money; it's the fact that he just stepped up, and I gained a friendship out of it. Okay, so now y'all are fucking with me. Okay, but anyway, I just want to say thank you to Brian. He stepped up and helped me out a whole lot with just information, just being there whenever I call, being there whenever I text message. I can't wait to hang out with the guy and actually physically get to meet him one day really soon, hopefully. And then Warren Vesley jumped out of the box right in the middle of his own build. He was still trying to help me out. I want to say thank you to that. I want to say thanks to Art for sitting on the phone with me many, many nights, you know, talking about stuff, you know, just encouraging stuff and encouraging words. I want to say thank you to Chris Sasser for the same thing, being an inspiration, talking to me all the time. Say thanks to Bruno for his contribution with the shirts and stuff, and his contribution to helping us get these banners, or no, Chris getting these banners made for us. There's just, it just was a bunch of people that came out, and it did exactly what I wanted it to. It brought a lot of people together, and I'm hoping that it brings more people together as time goes by, especially when I get to see the next build off, which, if I'm not mistaken, the next build off I think starts December 1st. I could be wrong. I got to talk to the two builders and make sure it's going to work out, and everything is still a good go for that. Oh, I know. I'm gonna be over there with you guys. I'm gonna be going back and forth, but I got to stay at the grind booth for a while. But once that's up, you know where I'm gonna be hanging out. I'm gonna be all-star baggers all day long. I don't want to say who's up next until I confirm 100% from both of them. But right now, without calling anybody out, I know Art has stepped up to say he wants to get in on this. So hopefully that's actually going to happen. But anyway, this is not an interview night. This was me wanting to show you guys that it's true. I did. I built it. I did it. It's done. Look at the tables. Tables full of parts, pulling nuts and bolts you have to buy. Got all the stuff over here. You know, I got the seats over there. I got another table over here full of stuff. I've got all the lighting and electrical and stuff right here. I've got a whole nother table over here full of stuff. So, I mean, if you really look at my garage, my whole garage is set up for this bike right now. So I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy. I can't wait to get working on this bad boy and that bad boy right there. But anyway, I hope so, brother. Yes. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys get back to your night. I'm gonna go on and try to finish up this seat tonight. Going to get it glued down and wrapped around, and get it knocked out before it gets too much later. So anyway, I'll go over it one more time for you. Yeah, you got to come get your motor, don't you, Kevin? Show the pipe again. Okay, hold on. I'll show the pipe again. This is a modified, I forget Terry's last name, but Terry. It's one of his pipes, and I had to modify it. I had to cut it and shorten it, and then tilt it down a little bit to fit my bike. You better builder than Art. Still, it's just the cookie decorator. I don't even understand what the hell that means, man. Anyway, Robert Clark did the paint on this bike, and he's painting right now as we speak. He's still doing stuff right now. Oh yeah. Art still. So anyway, let me get to this seat, man. I'll hit you guys up tomorrow or the next day, and we'll go from there, man. But anyway, thanks everybody. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.